So I stumbled upon VidShots because a colleague of mine started working with them. He wanted to get my opinion because he knew that I had a podcast and a YouTube channel, and would this type of software be something that would interest me, that I would be willing to pay for and use on a regular basis? And I am usually quite skeptical of these things. Most tools that you see out there that claim to be there to help you with your social media or make it easier are either really, really expensive or just don't do that much. But VidShots kind of sits in that sweet spot of being relatively affordable and extremely user-friendly. I would say that VidShots allows me to do more of what I want to do, which is, as a reader, I want to read. As an author, you want to write, and you want to be able to have that time to focus on what it is that you love. But we also know that social media demands so much of our time and effort, and anything that I can do to be effective on social media without it taking away from the things that I love is a win for me. And so I'm such a big fan that I actually went to work for the company because I love sharing this with people who love books, love writing, so we can take some of that effort and work and grind off of your shoulders so you can get back to doing what you really love, which is writing great books. I've always loved reading. I've always loved sharing about books. I was an English tutor for a really long time, which was so much fun to do, to share with others. Just the joy of reading, the love of reading. And so as a result, I'm always a huge fan of authors as well and writers. We recently discussed what really VidShots should be for, what its mission statement is, which is to help authors grow their brand and grow their influence and find their readership. And I think that that's such an important thing to do because increasingly in any creative field, each individual artist, each individual creative, doesn't matter what you do, but if you're an author, this definitely applies. You're responsible for your own brand. You're responsible for your own marketing presence on the internet. Whether you go traditional publishing or independent, you are responsible for really bringing that to the table in advance of having your book published. And that pressure can really get in the way of the creative process. And so the more that we can lighten the load of what authors are expected to be and to do in terms of being a personality online on top of being amazing creatives, I think that's just really hits the nail on the head for the mission, is let us do those things that are taking your time and attention away from doing the great work that you do.